So what happens when a tenant doesn't pay their rent? Well, rents are due on the 1st, they're late after the 5th. So we give them a little bit of a grace period to make sure that they get their rental payments in to us. But if they don't get their rent payment to us after the 5th, then we're going to reach out to those tenants. We're going to notify them that their rent is past due, and there's some fees that they have to pay in relationship to that, and they need to get us payment right away. Well, if we don't hear from them in a short period of time, then the next step for us is to move to an eviction process. We have to go to the court and file an eviction, and then the process works like this. They get a posted notice on their property that there's been an eviction filed, and they have an option at that point. They can bring the rent current, they can move out of the property, or they can request a show cause hearing. If they request a show cause hearing, then we have to hire an attorney and send that attorney on your behalf as the property owner to court to make our case before the magistrate. And at that point, we're hoping that the magistrate gives us a judgment in our favor and allows us to go ahead and remove the tenant from the dwelling. In most cases, we find that we win those hearings, and we find favorable rulings from the magistrate. That's why we send an attorney, and that's why we document and have a very good and thorough process of what happens. If that tenant doesn't request a show cause hearing, then we're going to get a judgment and a writ of ejectment from the magistrate that we can then process, and that will give us a date that we can go to the house and actually put them out, or remove all their belongings from the property, put them on the side of the road, as what happens here in South Carolina, and then take back possession of the property. So your property manager and your team here at New Heights Property Management, we certainly are on top of late rent payments, and we don't want late rent payments, and we certainly have a great process in place to collect that rent in the event that someone does go late.